Our next breakdown technique is going to be a spiral ride. Okay, and on a spiral ride, one thing we really want to focus is getting the pressure on the hands. Pressure on hands in this scenario is going to be very important. Dustin's going to work his spiral ride. Now you can always kind of tell when you're going to do a spiral ride. You're going to jump out a little heavier on the shoulders, make a little more commitment towards the front part of that body. So as Dustin gets ready to go spiral ride here, he jumps into a spiral ride position and starts to, he's reaching across. Now there's different forms of spiral ride. Right now he's doing the claw form. Okay, this is reaching across and clawing that body. Now as Dustin gets ready to break Rhett down here, Rhett, let's get nice and strong for him, but keep a strong base. What I'd like him to do is move into a hip-to-hip position where he gets his hip as close to Rhett's hip as possible. Now, oftentimes in this scenario, what somebody will do is tripod up. Tripod up, Rhett? Right here. Now it's even more important that Dustin stay hip-to-hip as he works to break Rhett down. Work to your breakdown. Breakdown. See how his hips are getting further and further away? What I'd like you to do is really keep them glued and then slide to the wrist. Okay? Stay as close as you can there. Go up, 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 up. Break them down. Wrist. Excellent. Tee out. Tee out. Putting him behind the back. Taking a dominant position here. Working for a turn. Now on this breakdown, let's assume that when we go to run this spiral ride, we have an opponent who goes into a tripod. Like I mentioned earlier, it's something that happens a lot, and they're holding a tight tripod. It's not, once you get to that point, sometimes it's very difficult just to slide down and break the wrist. So as Dustin goes to run this spiral ride here, he's getting up shoulder pressure, hip to hip, very important. Rhett's holding a strong tripod. At that point, Dustin is going to take his inside leg and put it between Rhett's two legs. Now this might look like a very precarious position, but what he's going to use it to do is to sling Rhett over his thigh, straightening the back leg, which you might not be able to see here. Rhett's going to straighten this back leg, and see how Rhett's leg went up as soon as he straightened it again? Well, that put a lot of weight on this one hand that's on this far side, Rhett's left side. He's going to straighten it, and when he straightens it, that leg comes up. Now he slings Rhett to the ground, taking the wrist, teeing out, putting it behind the back in a great position to turn.